Hello everyone, I'm Robin with robinswreathery. Say hello when you come in. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm just trying to pull everything up right now. Well, that's working. Now if we can get Facebook to work, I will be thrilled. How y'all doing today? Y'all having a good day? Ay, ay, ay. Well, I guess it's showing my dirty, unorganized office. Sorry about that. Oh, not enough time in the day. Now why is that doing that? How's that? I'm sorry. Hope I'm not making anybody dizzy. For some reason it wants to not cooperate. Why is that doing that? Because that is like that. There we go. I thought, what the heck? How are you all doing? Sorry about that. Oh, it's one of those days. You know how that goes. All right, we're going to be working with our new gnome. Hey, Judith, welcome. We're going to be working with our new gingerbread gnome today. We're going to put him in a centerpiece. We're going to give him some legs. I did a tutorial on how to paint him, and I did not have his legs put on. So we're going to do that now. We're going to give him some legs. How are you all doing? There we go. Now I got comments, I think. We'll see. All right. So what I did was I ran it right through the holes on the back. I took this ribbon and I'm going to pull it down through the hole on his shoe to see where we want it. Now, I'm going to do this one first because this way I can shorten it by pulling on that one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put, first I need to put on my glasses, then I can see what the heck I'm doing. I did. I put them in my pocket. All right. Hey, Bonnie. I'm doing good. How are you? All right, let's get rid of that. So, I kind of want to disguise this. So I'm actually going to pull it through the bottom of his shoe. And then I think I'm going to tuck it down under and glue. So it kind of holds it in place. So let's try it with some hot glue, and let's use our pliers so I don't burn myself, and attach the heel to his boot, and then I'm just going to pull it a little. You could put a knot on there if you wanted, but I kind of like no knot. So let's see if we put him in here. Don't want his foot hanging down that low. Let's see if that'll work. I think that's good. So, what do you think of him, Judith? Isn't he not cute? All right, so we're gonna, this is just regular ribbon. I think this is about 1 inch wide. You can use 1 3/4. You can use tinsel tie. You can use ribbon with tinsel tie in it. So you have a lot of choices for his legs. And I've done a few dangle legs, so there are options out there. Now we do not want him to have different sized legs. So let's just check this. Wow, that's pretty darn close. So what I'm going to do with this one first is I'm going to glue this in the glue first. There. Then I'm putting a little glue on the bottom of his shoe and attaching that. There. He's got some legs. Whoop, whoop. If y'all wouldn't mind hitting the share button, I'd really appreciate it. Bonnie, if I don't see any of your comments, please, I apologize. Facebook is doing some different things that are causing issues, so we sometimes see them, sometimes we don't. Alright, now what I did was I put some tinsel tie through here that I'm going to use to glue it into the base. Now this is just a basket that I found at the thrift store for like 89 cents. So I'm going to put a little glue on the bottom because I want to glue it to the bottom of this so it doesn't go anywhere. It may not. We will find out. It's not gonna. Alright, so plan B. We are going to stick some wire through here. Looking for my green wire, which is thicker than my silver wire. There it is. Alright. So what we're going to do, we're going to take one of these skewers from the Dollar Tree and we're going to poke a hole down the middle without breaking it. Ouch. Come on. Alright. Breaking out the big guns. My needle. And we'll wiggle it a little, make the hole a little bigger. There we go. Then we're going to stick this in there. Alright, we're going to use our needle because I don't think it's going to work any other way. So, ta-da! Thank you! Hey, Monica! Monica's in the house. How y'all doing? Did you watch the tutorial on how to paint our gnome? That's the way I'm going to do it from now on. Any new item that I have to paint, I'm going to do the tutorial separately. Now this gnome can be ordered as a wreath attachment or a shelf sitter. So if you order them as a shelf sitter, you get the base. If you order them as a wreath attachment, you don't get a base, and it's reflected in the price. So kind of like that, but I think I'm going to go back in with this and then put it through again and tie it on the inside. That way I've got it secure in two places and there's no wire scratching the table or shelf or mantle or wherever it ends up. There. Ta-da! my my 89-cent basket is now a centerpiece. Could take that back down if I wanted, but I think it's pretty secure just the way it is. Right? Hi Nanny Dot. Thank you. I love watching for different unique baskets. And this, I thought, wow, this is really cute. This you could put on a mantle. See, it's only about, yikes. It's only about 8 inches wide by about 16 inches long. So that is really different. All right. So the plan is to put him in here. So let's go ahead and put some of this stuff around. Now I'm going to start like in the middle and work my way around. And what I think I'm going to do is I am going to shorten this piece, glue it, and stick it in the styrofoam. Just like that. And put a little glue. Then we're going to grab this side. These are just leftover pieces that I had. And I can do the same back here. I can take another one on the side and stick it in on the side. That way I have it held in two places. So I'm making a hole. Then I'm going to put a little glue in that hole. Then I'm going to take my greenery and push it in that hole. Yep, it's still there. Got it popped. It didn't. Yay! All right. It's hanging in there. All right. Let's do the same to this. So hole down in there, fill it with a little bit of glue, take this and aim for the hole. This can be pulled down around the front. It can be pulled in front here, twist it around to my advantage of where I need it fuller. But, well, that didn't work. So And I can also separate this, the basket itself, and wrap some around that way too. See what I'm saying? I'm just taking this and separating it and putting this through that separation, and that also will hold it in place. Yay! We're on a roll. Hey, Monique! Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? All right. So I just want to kind of keep a visual on this guy of where he's going to go, what I need to do. So I'm thinking I'm going to put him right about there. Isn't he cute? He has his rolling pin with his little gingerbread men and woman. I'm going to twist this a little more, and then I'm going to cut this because I'm going to use this tinsel tie to push down in here, and I want to make a hole, and then I'm going to stick that down in there. But before I do that, do I want him kind of off to the side? Because we're going to put our little gingerbread cookie recipe in here. So I think that's the better plan, is put him over here and put that over here. So let's go ahead and make a little hole. Let's stick in some glue, and then let's go ahead and push that down in there. There. And see, I can maneuver this around to cover up areas where the styrofoam is showing. There we go. Whoop. All right, now I can take these leftover pieces and we can kind of fill in back here where we need to. And if I needed to too, I could even use my old standby, which is some boxwood, because the white berries will look nice at Christmas. So what I'm doing now is just creating spaces in the back to fill in some of this that we don't want to see. So I'm twisting each piece into each other. As an additional hold. I'm going to put this down in between the basket, if I can find, yeah, there we go. Again, there's another hold down. There we go. Now, I'm thinking this one probably about right here. So I'm going to tie it, anchor it with this piece. So we got a lot of pieces to fit in here too, so excuse me. Fix his feet. thinking those two can go right there to kind of cover this up in the back, just in case it's seen from the back. Even if it's not a bad idea to look like you went the extra mile and covered it up. So see, it's all covered in the back. Now I can do a little right here too, and a little right here. That's pretty well covered. And then I have room to add more in here if I want. Excuse me. Let me just see if we add a little bit of this in here. I just like a little punch of white in there. You know me and my boxwood. It's all year round. It's not just for summer. There, kind of like that. And this one I'm going to leave a little long and put it right back in here. And since I have some showing there, I might as well use it. Thank you. Hey Mary, welcome. How are you? Come on. There. So there, we've got it pretty well disguised. You know, all that time the other night I was looking for my pine cones and they were sitting right there on the chair. Go figure. Alright, so now we're going to figure out how he needs the recipe in there. So I've got to figure out how we are going to incorporate the recipe in here. No abouts. I want it about there. I just have to come up with a plan for it to be in there. Like how to mount him. Thought that would be cute. So let me think about that. Oh, got it. Putting a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this through the hole. And I'm going to go over the back with it like that. And then I'm going to put it through here. Should have made the hole just a little bit bigger. Thank you. There. Then up here, so we can disguise that. Where's the ribbon I cut off? Okay. I know I had some left over. You saw me cutting his leg there. Yep, got it. So, before we put it down through that hole, we're going to take this, and you know what? I think I want the green. Let me see. Do I want the green? No. I want the red. So what I'm going to do, so I can disguise this tinsel tie, I'm actually putting some of this, and we're going to tie it. Da da da. There we go. Like that. Then I'm going to go down through this hole like this. And then we're going to use this with this attached to go into the styrofoam. So see? Put a little glue on that. And then we are going to use this to hold it down a minute so we don't burn ourselves. Because if I tried to glue that stick right to the wood, right to the metal, it wouldn't stick. So this way it has something to adhere to. It has something to give it stability, and you won't even know what we did unless you watched, right? And then we can just take it over here and bury the bottom of the tinsel tie right like that. How's that? Is that good? Alright, so this I'm going to push down in there. That we're going to push down in there. Now, we have some gingerbread men to put in here. We have lots of candies to put in here. We've got these. We, if we want, can put a sugar sack in here with the rolling pin. Maybe we'll kind of put it like that. I think that's a plan. So I think in order to hold this in place, I was hoping I'd have a little bit of a lip there, but we don't. So we are going to glue that to the back. Let's see if we can just put some there. And do that. And maybe he needs the rolling pin over here. These are in my shop. The gingerbread recipe is in my shop. These are in my shop. The boxwood's in the shop. I like that. Alright. Let's see where we can put a few of these. I'm loving it, Monica. Thank you. Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of stuff here right now, personal stuff, and this is by far my out. This is the way I'm handling things right now. It's been awful. So, we're both burying ourselves in creativity right now because that's helping us get by. So, and these, all I did with these was cut up two, because we haven't made our gingerbread men yet. I haven't found the ones I want to add yet. So all I did was cut these out of the ribbon, and I put some stiff felt in between and then put some brown felt on the back. and that's my gingerbread man. So I want this one over here because I kind of want to separate these. So yeah, we are keeping really busy. Yikes. Oh, and you just can't imagine the stuff we have coming up. I mean, every live for the next 12 weeks is going to be something new. So if you miss it, that's okay. It will be on a live. I mean, it will be there to watch at any time that's convenient for you. Oh, thanks, Monique. We're just staying busy. That's all we can do. Because you can't change anything. So, just got to cope. Now, I think I want this one over here. And the healthcare system up here. You have to wait so far out for a test. It's absolutely ridiculous. And that's what's got us really crazy right now. The testing is taking so long. So just have to grin and bear it. Now let's see. I might want this one to stay long. Not sure if these are still in my shop. I do have more of them. So if they're not, I can post. This needs to be a little bit shorter. But Mr. Wyatt is still doing awesome. He has his good days and his bad. Yesterday was one of his days where I'm going to show you everything I can do, Mom. That little punch bug went ahead and drank out of the water bowl in the adult room. How does he do that? He's not been able to drink out of a bowl at all. And all of a sudden I came in the room and he's like, "Look, Mom, look what I can do." He's just a card. Let me tell you, that little guy keeps me going. And I mean keeps me going. And then I go in and he's on the couch in the dog room. Thank you, Judith. I'll catch up with you. Yeah, so he's on the adult couch, laying in the middle of the bed like, I climbed the ramp and I got up here all by myself. Can you see that, Mom? He is such a card. Let me tell you. He's kind of going on a hunger strike right now. He doesn't want his regular food. And all he wants is the multi-grain Cheerios. I don't mind. whatever he wants to eat, that's fine, as long as he eats. See, I use the boxwood pieces for picks. They're really nice. Got a great point on them. So yeah, he's being Wyatt. In fact, I spoke with his doctor because I needed more medicine, and she said, "How's he doing?" Because I haven't talked to her in a couple of months. And I sent her a picture of him. She just laughed because he's running around and he's kicking up a storm, and she was just like, "He's gotten bigger." I said, "I know." But it's kind of like everything's on his terms. So he is a card, let me tell you. Maybe we'll put these two together like that. He's the highlight of my day sometimes. He really is. That and my grandkids. And they've been coming around and checking, and it's just really sweet. Do I want it over here? Maybe we want it down here. Or maybe we want a little bow there. So yeah, Wyatt is just being Wyatt. He's so handsome. I think he kind of misses the puppies because they taught him a lot. But he's still, I think, doing pretty good for his age and his conditions, because they can do surgery, but they can't guarantee. So if they can't guarantee, I don't want to put him through that. So we are just going to make him the happiest little guy possible. And then I walked in 2 days ago, and he crouched down in the front and started barking at me, trying to interact with me. He's like this little social butterfly all of a sudden. And I really think it's the puppies that brought him around a little bit. He kind of missed a lot of that with his siblings because he was in such a cloud. But what a happy guy. He's out in the adult room right now. And he started taking, my dogs are trained inside and outside. And he started taking the piddle pads and bringing them from the back of the room to the front for me. They are. He is like the best. No problem, Monica. If anybody is commenting on Facebook, I'm not getting your comments, and I'm so sorry. I do see Mary, and I did say hi to Bonnie, but if anybody else is on there, I am so sorry. You can thank Facebook. All right. Now, do I want to go ahead and use that? I'm not so sure. Kind of like that. I don't think I added this to the shop yet. This is 7/8, 5/8, and it has wire in it. So I think we're going to do this. Maybe. Maybe not. Why not? Let's make it look cute. We're just going to do a small hand bow with about 5 loops. turning into a smart little whippersnapper, that's for sure. I haven't weighed them in a while. I need to do that. Just haven't had time. I'm thinking just about like that. Now, I think I'm going to use one of these from the boxwood. I'm going to kind of turn it around and make like a little hook. And then I'm going to zip tie that little hook. Yeah, I think so. Didn't want anything too big, just something a little simple. And maybe we can just use that to kind of dig it in to the styrofoam. All right. Trying to keep these together in their little grouping. Now, we have a lot of ornaments coming up. Pet ornaments, people ornaments. They don't even have to go on the tree. They can actually go in your car and hang from your mirror. So we've got a lot of new stuff coming. That's just nice and festive. So let's see if I can pull this around back. And slip that in there. Probably not now. All right. There we go. That's what I wanted. I'm going to flatten this out a little so I can pull it through a little more and then twist it like that. I have another gingerbread gnome that we're working on. It's not a gnome, excuse me, it's just a gingerbread. So you're gonna love him. All right, move your leg. Come on. There we go. Now that I mashed it, let's fix it. And I'm going to leave that out. Okay, there we go. Wheat is done. So this is in the shop. These are not in the shop yet. These might be. That is so there we go. I hope you all like it. This was a reject. I have to redo it. It printed wrong. And I did not send it out to the customer. And I didn't have time to make a new one. So we do have these with flour and sugar. So I'm in the process of making a new set that will go on this. But I think it's cute. Something I'd want on my table. How about you? Thanks, Danny Dot. I like his legs too. Let's cross them. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I will see you all on Monday, unless I go ahead and thank you. I have a blueberry tier tray set, and if I get time, I will go ahead and paint that on a tutorial for you. It's so cute, and it's blueberry picking season. My grandson was picking blueberries yesterday, and he loves blueberries, so he was eating, I think, more than he was picking. He was picking it, eating it, so it wasn't making it to the basket. All right, you have a great evening.